Hi there, I'm Miss Karen at Adams Memorial Library. Welcome to our October Inquire Within program. So our theme this month is harvest. So it's fall, so it's time for leaves, maybe even some paper leaves. It's time for pumpkins, maybe pumpkin bookmarks, maybe even time for owls, could be. But this month we have a lot of activities that you can do. You can go outside, you can find leaves, and you can even do some art with leaves too. And if you have pumpkins, you could count the pumpkins. You could decorate with pumpkins, or you can make a pumpkin smoothie. So here are some of the things that we'll have in the kit this month for you. So we have these kits down in the children's room of the library, and you can come into the children's room and pick one up. You can always call us and reserve some, and we'll have them ready for you for curbside service. And you don't even have to get out of your car to get your kits. And if you can't come into the library but would still like the information, you can email us at kids@adamslib.org, and I'd be happy to send you out the information by email. So those are all the ways you can get the kit. But in the kit this month, which we'll have as long as supplies last, we have things like science that you could do with leaves. So it's definitely the time of the year when the leaves are falling off the trees. I like this leaf because it's a little bit green and it's got some color to it too. Here's a leaf that is completely colored. When you have all these leaves, you can see how do they differ. So this one's pretty dry. This one's less dry. So the colors may be a little bit more vibrant. What else can you observe from leaves? What can you do if you do kitchen science with leaves? Well, you could do an experiment at your house where you could put leaves in 3 different kinds of liquid. For example, here they said they did one that was plain water, one was water with salt in it, one was water with maybe lemon juice in it. 3 different jars, put the same kind of leaf in all of them, and then see what happens. So you can do science with leaves. When you're out and about, taking a walk with your family, you could admire the leaves, but did you know you could also do art with the leaves? The Cat in the Hat likes to do art with tree bark and leaves. Sesame Street likes to. Elmo would like to do some art. And Nature Cat is always up for doing art with leaves. So in the kits, there'll be some plain white paper for you that we'll put in. And if you find some leaves, if you're out and about and find some leaves, you could do leaf rubbings. In that case, you would put the leaf behind the paper and you would go over it with a pencil or a colored pencil or a crayon. And the rubbing will make probably the stem and the outline of the leaf appear on your paper. So you can do that, or you can always put some paint. If you have some paint at home, you could put paint on the leaf and then use it kind of like a stamp and put it down on the paper that way. You could use it for tree bark too. You could put your paper up on some tree bark, see what that looks like, see if you can turn it into anything else. You can use that for your background on your paper, and then you can make other art with it. You could even try dipping your leaves or a twig, a stick, something like that, dip it into paint and paint on your paper that way. So the paper is there just for you to use your imagination and do whatever you would like with it. However you want to make your nature art. Now, if you have a pumpkin at home, there are some things that you could do with that too. You can do math with pumpkins. That's something that Peg and Kat would always like to do, math with pumpkins. You could count the pumpkins. You could, if you open it up, you could count the seeds inside, do that kind of thing. But if you wanted to decorate with a pumpkin, these are things that you can do, an adult, and can carve on your pumpkin. So you would take the seeds out of your pumpkin. If you're going to turn it into a jack-o'-lantern, you probably recognize this is Curious George. So you could put Curious George on your pumpkin. Or you could make Ernie or Bert from Sesame Street and put them on your pumpkin. So if you have a round pumpkin, maybe you'd like to put Ernie on it. If you have a tall pumpkin, maybe you'd like to try Bird. And if you do have a pumpkin that you're emptying out the insides, you could use the pumpkin seeds. You could roast the seeds. You could do them to do math with. But if you have some pumpkin, or if you are like me and you have pumpkin that comes in a can, you can make a pumpkin smoothie like Jet from Ready, Jet, Go enjoys. And I've done this before. It's very yummy. If you have some pumpkin pie spice, so if you like the taste of pumpkin pie, you could make a smoothie and it would kind of taste like pumpkin pie in a glass. So those are all things you can do when you're out and about, enjoying nature, enjoying the leaves, enjoying the fall, enjoying the harvest time. The take-home kits will also have some paper in this time for you to do some extra paper crafts. There will be 8.5 by 11-inch sheets of green paper, orange paper, going to be this color, some yellow paper. Those ones will need to be cut down to do the crafts. You'll have to cut smaller pieces of it. But there will also be origami paper that's already in squares, and there'll be 4 different pieces of origami paper so you can make these owls. And these are corner bookmarks. Oh, friends, you know I love the corner bookmarks. I will never get tired of the corner bookmarks. So there's 2 kinds of corner bookmarks this time, owl ones and pumpkin ones. So let me tell you about these ones first. The corner bookmarks are from Red Ted Art. And to make these, first you make the basic shape, which goes like this. So you need a square of paper. You can do the squares of origami paper that are already in there, or you could cut the other pieces down. But once you have your square, you need to make it into a triangle. So fold it in half from one way to the other so you'll get a triangle. Once you've done that, you'll take this corner and go up to the top, and this corner and go up to the top. So you fold this corner up like that to the top. You'll fold this corner up on a line like this to the top, and then you'll have a diamond shape. Once you've done that, you'll open it up again. So you've gone up to the top like that to make your diamond. You open it up again, and you take one part of the paper. This is where the paper opens. You don't fold both of them down. You fold one piece down. This is how it's going to make the envelope part that will go over the page of your book. So put one part down, and then you remember how you folded these up before? You're going to do that again, but this time instead of taking them up to the top, you're going to tuck them inside this little envelope part. So this one will come up and get folded behind. This one comes up and gets folded behind, and that is the basic shape. So once you've done that, you've got your basic shape. It will work just like this if you want, but if you would like to turn it into something, you could turn it into an owl. And for the owl, you don't have to do any other cutting to this. This corner bookmark just turned into an owl. So you will have to do some cutting if you want to put other features on the owl, like a beak or eyes or wings. So you can cut something out from the other pieces of paper if you'd like. This one has a triangle beak, 2 circles for eyes, and 2 sort of curved parts that go underneath, and those are the wings. So you can do it like that. If you want to decorate your owl a different way, it's up to you. You can decorate it however you like, and it will go right on top of your book like that. When you're making these pumpkins, you can do a plain pumpkin, or if you'd like, you can put a face on it. This is the top, but you'll notice that this one is rounded. So what you do once you have your basic shape, you will turn it into a round shape by cutting a little bit off. So you'll cut a little bit from the top, and you'll cut a little bit around from the bottom, but you don't want to cut too much. You need to leave these parts or else it's going to fall apart. So you can cut a little bit round the top, and then kind of cut this curve, and then you can cut the bottom. And that's how it's going to turn into a pumpkin. So I did cut a little bit more off the bottom of this one to flatten it a little more, but It's the same kind of shape. You just round it off a little bit. Then if you're doing it from orange, you can cut a little bit of green and make a little stem. Once you cut the top off, there'll be a little hole here, so you can glue the stem into the back or the front of that paper. And if you want to put a little bit on for leaves, you can do that. You can decorate it however you want. If you want to put a face on, you can, but the face will go, the eyes are going to be on one part, and probably the nose and the mouth will go on the other part, and then it's going to be on top of your paper just like this. If you would like to make a green pumpkin or a yellow pumpkin, you can mix and match the colors however you would like. But for these ones, well, you can. I mean, if you want to do a different color, you can use the origami paper for this. Otherwise, you'll have to cut down the orange paper. If you're making an orange pumpkin, you'll have to cut it into a square. So it's an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper. If you cut it in half, long ways, then it would be a 5.5, 8.5 by 5.5. So you can take that, cut the extra 3 inches off, make it a 5.5 inch square, and you could make one that's this size. If you wanted to make one great big pumpkin, you can make an 8.5 inch square and do it that way. But for the orange paper, you'll have to cut it down yourself to start off with a square to make your origami corner bookmark pumpkins. You will also have to cut the paper down to make these leaves. And how you do these, it's kind of neat. So you'll need a square of paper. You can make a bigger square of paper, make a bigger leaf. Once you have your square of paper, you'll fold it in half. And then you'll have the part where it's folded on one side and the open part on the other. Then you'll take a ruler and put it from the top down to the bottom. So from the closed part down to the corner of the open part. And draw a pencil line down there, and then you will cut that out. So you're going to just cut along the line like this, and once you've done that, you will have two smaller pieces, two smaller triangles that you can save, and one bigger one. And it's the bigger one that you're going to start with. It's going to make the body of the leaf. And how this works, what you do is accordion fold it. So here's how my leaf started. You'll make thin little folds. Maybe just a little bit hard to see, but you don't want it to be too wide because you want it to have this shape and curve like this. So you'll fold it maybe 1/2 inch, and then you turn the paper over, and then you'll fold it the other way at 1/2 inch. So you keep turning it from one side to the other. That's how you do an accordion fold. So you fold one side, flip it to the other side, and you keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, till you get to the very end. And then you're going to have this accordion folded piece of paper. If you would like to make a leaf, remember those extra pieces? You can take one of those and roll it up into a little tube, and then you can flatten that, fold it in half, and that can be a stem if you'd like a stem. If you would like a stem, you've put it in the middle of your leaf. If you don't want the stem, it's even easier. Once you've finished doing your accordion fold, you're going to glue these long parts together. The little end is going to be on the outside. You will put some glue here, put some glue here. You might have to hold it together for a little bit. But once you do, you're going to get a leaf that looks like that. So you can just make as many of these as you would like. You can use these as decorations. And again, if you would like to do the stem part, before you glue it together, roll that stem up, put it in between, put it in the middle, and then when you glue it together, you can glue the stem at the bottom and the rest of the leaf up at the top. And then you can use that as a decoration again. You can just put them around on your table. You could hang some from a garland. up to you, whatever you want to do with your decorations. You can have your pumpkins and your leaves. So thank you very much. Come down to the children's room, get your kit, and I hope you have a happy October, happy fall. And I want to thank, as always, our friends at WQED Education and Clearview Federal Credit Union for allowing us to make these kits for you and bring them to you and have them for you to come and pick up as long as supplies last. So thank you very much. Happy fall, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye.